Hello everybody, Michelle here, the Aussie Angel Lady. How are you today? Thought I'd jump on because I had some time to say hello and to have a little yarn and to do some cards as well for you. So please like and share and let everybody know that I'm here. Just getting myself organised while some people jump on. Here we go. One tick. Oh, I think I might have comments on my phone. That's fabulous. Here. Oh, I have got comments on my phone. How amazing is that so quickly? Yay! That's excitement. Doesn't take much to make me happy. Hello to everybody who's here. How far out there? Hello, Teresa. Nice to have you here, darling. Getting excited for the Crystal Lovers live market tomorrow night. If you're not in my group, this is what it looks like. Crystal Lovers live markets. Join here. Today would be great. Or early tomorrow so that I can get you in. That will be fantastic because it's lots and lots of fun. We have prizes on the night if you join me live, and also other prizes as well, which is fantastic. And I'm just going to get the cards ready. We're going to do fruit. Hold on, I've got to turn myself down there. Talking to myself, peoples. Hope you're well. Let me know where you're from. I'd love to hear that. I'm going to get the cards ready. We're going to do a little bit of a daily card focus today on the angels. Oh, Teresa's excited for the crystal. Oh my Lord, if you see that, just love of God, we'll have to take that one. It nearly took my flipping head off. Oh, crikey. A practical approach is required. Let's set it to the side and take note. Decapitation. Never mind. We're all good. I'm okay. I'm A-okay. Bit of a drama queen, aren't I? Get excited when the cards fly, though. Never mind. So I'm just shuffling the Angel Feather Oracle. Here we go. Do this one first. Oh, got to give it a little cleanse. And the sound will help you as well. It will be very good and healing. And wait till the cards, there we go, they're clumped. Fabulous. That's that one. We shall do the Archangel Michael Sword and Shield, all available on my website, aokspecialtygifts.com.au. Hello, Jess. How are you, gorgeous? I'll get the links for the shop and how you go about asking for reading and so forth. If you want a more extended one, 15 cards on one question, you can buy that through the shop. I can do it later or tomorrow, or you can just send $15 to paypal.me/Michelle Newten, which is easy enough to do if you know how. Everything in life is easy if you know how. Just going to pop these in here for us. Here we go. So some links in the comments as well. Very good. Please like and share the stream. That would be very helpful while I get set up. Why isn't that letting me look there? Okay, beautiful. Jessie is working, thank goodness for air conditioning. Oh my God, hasn't it been hot? We're in Australia. If you're not in Australia, we've been melting, literally. Pity the kilos wouldn't melt off. Never mind. But I've been very hot and dusty. Here we go. We've got the Archangel Michael cards. Let's give them a cleanse. Okay, beautiful. Please like and share the stream. Thank you for the hearts and the thumbs up and all that sort of thing. That's very kind. Okay. That's Michael. Angel Rose Oracle, beautiful Saint Teresa and the other archangels. Oh, clean. Take in that sound. Only 4 people here. Maybe I'm tricking people coming on different times. Doesn't matter. There we go, cards of clubs. So let's have a look at today. So first up, we've got a practical approach. So be grounded. That's, you know, and don't rush and take 1 minute at a time and keep your feet on the ground. Do your energetic work, do your grounding work. That type of thing is very important. Let's, we're going to do 5 cards of each, just like I would do a 1 question reading for us for today, which is February the 5th. Golly, we're getting into February already. Prosperity, that's excellent. That's what I want to talk about today. And Archangel Michael cards. Oh, fruit. He's jumping everywhere. Michael, behave. Okay, here we go. So, that's our Michael cards. Let me push those over there. Anyone else here? Only 3 people here. Where is everybody? Love of God. Oopsies. I am tricking people by not being here, at this time. Send that out. Okay, beautiful. Here we go. Today's little overview. Don't say the R word. Difficulties resolved. So another brown feather comes straight up in the heart of the matter. That's fantastic. The angels are present, inform you that a particularly difficult period in your life is coming to an end. Praise the Lord and all his mates. And it's to do with your prosperity. So that's your abundance. I'm going to talk about that in a minute. Forgiveness is key. So forgive yourself. This is on you. Also, because it's landed on the prosperity card, it's to do with you with your money and how you react with your money or react to your money or what you've been doing with your money. So if you've overspent a little bit, forgive yourself and move on, is what the angels would say. The area of challenge for us is the essence of an entrepreneur. So this is on the businesswoman. Work could just feel like it's endless. It could be a little bit overbearing. Just keep your focus by being grounded. Go for a walk. Have a break from it, is what the angels would say. There is a dream coming true. It's in the area of challenge, so you don't think it's going to happen. You just can't see your way through it. But the way to deal with it is just to keep showing up. Just keep showing up. Keep showing the way. Keep doing small action steps. Very, very important in your business, okay? If it feels like it's a bit of a slog at the moment, just keep showing up. Keep doing things. Keep actioning. Get a little list and tick things off, and, you know, eventually it will turn. Now, the area of the unknown is, here's again, we've got another probably green card, 2 green cards, which is great for our finances, right in the center here. Simple things. The angels would like you to take some time alone to get a fresh perspective on your life. So that's like going for a walk, sitting alone, doing some meditation, you know, that type of thing. But there is a miracle blooming. So this is really good news. Do you look in the mirror in the morning and talk to yourself? Oh, I do. Might be a little bit nutty. But, you know, I look in the mirror and I talk to myself in a positive way every day. Sometimes I can look in the mirror and let things out as well. But, you know, you want to just say that you want to release it and just to dissipate in the energy fields. But looking in the mirror, because you can't really see it, but this little butterfly's here and she's hanging around and something's happening in the background that we can't see. It brings in a harmonious lifestyle, work, rest, and play. Archangel Michael advises you to focus on balancing all facets of your life to create a harmonious lifestyle. So that's very, very important. The turning point for us is taking action. As I said, that's the way to deal with the challenges today, is to take action. Keep showing up. The angels advise you that a project or idea that you've been working on is finally nearing the point of transformation. Well, the angels have said that here. You can't see it, but the miracle is blooming. You're made of tougher stuff than you think. So you actually are quite tough. See, this is the old tree stump, and the beautiful rose is winding away around here, and she's getting right up here into the sky, and she's rising above what looks like is broken. Setting boundaries is very important, so lines in the sand. Archangel Michael hands you his sword. It is time to set an energetic boundary by symbolically drawing a line in the sand. So that's just visual. You can visualize that too. Like imagine you've got a sword and you draw a line in the sand. Well, I'm not crossing that line today. Oh, yes. So that's right. So that's those three cards there. The outcome for us is Lovers in the Air. So that's a beautiful card, especially when the entrepreneur female is in a little bit of challenge. Some days I can't stand doing things more than once. I just can't. And some days you start work and you do it once, you do it twice, you do it 3 times a lady, and it's so frustrating. And you really should walk away. And I need to listen to this myself. I had a day the other day. It didn't matter what I did. You know, I'd go to do it once, the internet would drop out. I'd go to do it again, something was wrong. I'd go to do it again. Oh, my Lord. You just need to walk away. So look after yourself when you get frustrated. Stop procrastinating. Take action. Make a start. It's again, we've got 3 cards here telling us to take action today. Even when we feel like we're getting nowhere, keep taking action for the love of God. And you see, it's all in the timing. And the big fella up there knows when it's the right time. We don't. So stop doubting and just keep showing up and keep taking action, because one day, 1 minute, 1 hour, it's going to be the right time. And you've got time. Time is on your hands. Gift of time. You've got the time. If you're feeling under pressure today, just stop it, because you've got time. Go and have a break. Go for a walk. Do something else and come back to it, because you've got time. And you're better off to come back to it fresh. Hold on, cards are jumping. Than it's that bloody card again. Practical approach. The angels advise you to focus on practicalities at the moment, one step at a time. It's exactly what I'm saying here through the reading. So you've got time. It is manifesting in the ethers. If things are a little bit tricky today, just take a break, okay? Go and, I don't know, put your feet up, watch some TV for a while, whatever. Go and water the plants. Do something to get your mind off it. Once you start, honest to God, once you do one thing 3 times, to get it right, and then you do the second thing in the same day within the same hour 3 times, you need to stop. You need to do your energetic hookup and ground yourself, extend your energy, have a break, walk away, because otherwise you'll just end up messing everything up. That's just the way it is. Let me know what you think about the reading for today, and tell me how today's going for you. I would love to know. And we'll do some free little cards for you in a moment. I love some feedback, otherwise I think I'm talking to myself all the time, which is funny, isn't it? 7 people on here, thank you very much. Let me know if you're here. I can't see a comment since Jessie's air conditioner one. Let's see if there's any others on my iPad. Give it a go. Oh, Teresa's, yes, I'm missing comments here. Teresa says, makes sense. Thank you, Michelle. Fantastic, says Teresa. Fantastic, beautiful. Now, I just did a TikTok video before talking about abundance. Because, you know, I'm the Aussie Angel Lady. I help you to connect with your angels so that you can lead an easier and more prosperous life. And hello, Kaz. How are you, lovey? And that's my passion, is to help people not only to connect to their angels, but also to make their life better. That's what I'm all about. And I've been doing this for, I don't know how many years with my business. And I do have a business and I need to make money. And the more money I make, the more I can do work, like publish work and things like that. So people can say that money's not important. But you know what? It's actually extremely important to your abundance. And I've seen a couple of things today that when I read, I often believe the angels will send you guidance through things you read, whether it's on social media, in the newspaper, or you see something on TV, or a book that you've picked up. They're always guiding you. And one of the things was, are you tired of being broke? Well, you know, it's very much, it is so tiring being broke. Has anyone been broke here before? Like, that's, people in Australia would say you're broke. Other countries, I'm not quite sure what you'd say. But it's a mindset thing. It's come down from your family. Money things are the hardest things to change, your money mindset, because they've come down from generations and come down from family. So you inherit this when you're born, unfortunately. Usually your money stuff is one of the hardest things to change because it's in you, and you have to do the work to clear it and to change it. So what if I said to you today, does anyone ever felt like you're broke? Thank you, Janine. Good girl, have a break. Exactly what you need to do. Yeah, have a little bit of time off. Hello, Catherine. How are you? Yeah, so has anyone ever felt broke in their lifetime? Does anyone, every time it's the end of the month and you've got all the bills coming in, do you start to stress? Who runs stress around their abundance? That will come from your parents as well, but you know, it's been brought down. So you have to look at these patterns of what you deal with and work on smashing them, pretty much. So what's abundance? Abundance is 4 areas of your life, okay? And I've heard people say, I've listened to one of my sisters will say that money's not everything. But she actually has a lot of money. So isn't that an interesting mindset? She actually has a lot. And good luck to her. I always wish people with a lot of money luck. But it is important. It really is important. Abundance is your health, your wealth, your happiness and love. They're the 3 areas of abundance. And when we're manifesting, they're the things that we need to work on. Jessie Ryan says, I was broke in my uni days and don't miss that. Exactly. So how did you turn that around, Jessie? Tell everyone. Natalie says, very, very tight budget. Very interesting. When we look at what we write and what we say, so the things that come out of your mouth, they're the things that you need to work on, and they're the things that you need to do some journaling on and break down. So when money's tight, it's like your energy field being tight. You push it really tight. It's a way that you try, it's tight because you actually don't have enough to go around, okay? So what you have to look at is, Kaz says, oh crap, what's oh crap? So what was I talking about? Being tight is how do we loosen it? You know, how do we bring more in so that it's not tight anymore? Okay. And it has so much emotion around being broke and money being tight. I mean, I've been there. Like, I have not come from a silver spoon. Even though one of my siblings has been extremely successful, and credit to her. And probably 3 of my sisters are pretty well off, but there's some in the family that aren't. I actually have a sister who is homeless, you know, so don't think I've got it all. I don't. And I'd love nothing more to be able to help her, but she has to be able to help herself. So what can we do about that? We can look at ways to bring in extra income to take that feeling of tightness off. Another thing about being broke is we're constantly focused on it, constantly. And it brings up this anxiety in us till we nearly feel sick in the stomach. Does that make sense? Let me know. So let's look at the areas of health, wealth, happiness, and love. Okay, I'll do some free cards in a minute. So people say money's not important. Your health is your wealth. Correct. But they all work together. If for good health, you need to have access to health care. What does that require? It requires money. So in your countries where we've got a lot of poverty, what do we have? We have ill health because they don't have the money, they don't have the infrastructure there for health facilities, for them to access health, good food, running water, that type of thing. So when you see that abundance is all connected, and when you have one area that's out of whack, and goodness knows you might have more than one area out of whack, that's where you need to focus. So with more money, you can go to the doctor. There's very few clinics now that bulk bill here in Australia, and God forbid if you're in America, I mean, they charge you for everything. I listened to a man on the internet the other night, and his child fell over and cut her head. So he went to the emergency department, and they said, well, it's going to be $180 for the visit. And then they said, oh my gosh, she's going to need staples. That's another $56. Is that okay with you? And he goes, well, I can't take my kid home with a cut head, can I? You know what I mean? So, wow, how much money is important to your health in America. So with your money, you can go to the doctor. With your money, when you've got money, you can access the podiatrist. You can access the speech pathologist for the child. You can access like health supplements for yourself. You can even go to the gym, you know, if you can afford a membership, that type of thing. So it's so important. And your wealth and health, it's not, your health is your wealth, but without the wealth, you can't have good health. Does that make sense to you? Let me know if it doesn't. Happiness. Now let's look at happiness, number 3 in the abundance field, and it's energetic field. Happiness is a choice. So you can be happy if you're broke, if you've got a really good positive mindset. Okay, you can be. That's actually possible. But with wealth, what can you do that makes you happy? You can go on holidays. You can go to the movies. You can buy yourself nice outfits. You can go to a concert. You can go out for lunch with your girlfriend or your guy friend. You know, love. Now, love is an important part of the area of abundance. So to be abundant in love, number 1, we need to be able to love ourselves. So without loving yourself, you can't love another person properly. Does that make sense? This all makes sense to me, Michelle. Oh, that's great. Thank you, Teresa. Thank you, Kaz. Yes. So, and with the area of love, you can do loving acts of kindness. You can give to charity. You can support the Pink Ribbon Foundation. You can support Autism Victoria. You can support Neil Danaher's, MND Foundation. So with money, you can bring love to other people. You can do acts of kindness. You don't even have to tell people that you've done it. You can do it anonymously. So we have to have a balance of all of this. But really, I firmly believe that your finances are critical to your area of abundance. So, and when we are in running a lack mentality, we really, we're in survival mode pretty much, aren't we? And anything that threatens our survival mode, we have to work through. So that will mean, I'll tell you a money program that I've run since I've been young. So I've done a lot of mindset work. I've had coaching on it. I've done business coaching, but I've also had mindset coaching. Like I paid thousands of dollars for it for my business so I can help people. One of the things that I've run is I'm going to get ripped off. Okay? My mother ran it. So when you look at it, it'll be either your mum or your dad that runs a specific one. And one of the biggest for me is I'm going to get ripped off. And I had a business coach say to me once, if you don't get rid of that, Michelle, you are never going to have a successful business. And I have had a very successful business. I have. But I've really, really worked hard at it, both with coaching mindset and hard work as well. My mother and father were both extremely hard workers, and I got that from them. So we're not slackos. We don't slack off. We just keep, unfortunately, grind, really doing it the hard way all the time. So that's another thing I had to look off. So I have to look at being ripped off. Does anyone else have this sense of I could be ripped off? Now, I'll tell you what's really amplified this. This is only one of millions of negative money mindsets out there. I'm just giving you mine. I'm being totally transparent and honest here. So with the I'm going to get ripped off, it has been really heightened by the scamming that's going on in the world on the internet now. Okay, so that will trigger me every single time. Trigger. And it brings fear and it brings worry and it brings huge stress for me. And I'm very aware of it. So what do? I immediately, the minute I feel I'm being triggered by I'm going to get ripped off, because I'm generally a positive person, but this comes from my mother, God rest her soul. She was always about, getting ripped off and what were some other things that she used to say? I have to think about now. I've got them written down in a book everywhere. I've got them all written down, Mum and Dad. She used to say they're up themselves. I mean, it's probably not a very nice thing to say, but that's what my mum used to say. Anyone she thought who had money, she used to say they're up themselves. Yeah, it's really good to trust your intuition, but I'm the most psychic, intuitive person out there. But you need to look below that, Natalie, and have a look at what you're running, because, sometimes it's so deep. The work you need to do is so deep. And I'm very intuitive. I still know the things that trigger me, and I still know that what will make me anxious, and it's just something that hasn't come from me. Okay, so now if I think, okay, I'm going to get ripped off, I'll turn it around and I'll say, what if it all works out for me? Well, that's a different way of looking at it, isn't it? So you acknowledge it and think, okay, now I've been triggered. It's not mine, it's come from my mother. I have to address it. What if it all works out for me? So what a different way of looking at things, okay? Now, look, there's going to be things that just don't work out for us, and that's okay. That's life. But running around thinking that everyone is going to rip you off is really hard work. It's very scary out there. And if you run my thinking I'm going to get ripped off, it's even worse. And I know people who have been ripped off. I have family members that have been scammed their whole life savings. True story. Nearly made me cry. I've been ripped off with a few dresses I bought. I was telling Jessie about it at Christmas time. But, now I just go, oh, well, whatever, because I have a little bit more money behind me now, it's not such a big thing. But when you don't have a lot behind you, it is a big thing. Do you know what I'm saying? Okay, so health, wealth, happiness, and love are so important. In my business, a spiritual business was an extremely difficult thing to go into for me. Nursing was great. You got your wage, you worked hard, you picked up extra shifts, okay? It's fine. Jessie went to university, she got a qualification, she's gone and put herself out there and got her own business going, and good luck to you, Jessie, and you've done well. But my mother didn't have a university degree. The only way she could get money was either through a pension or to do cleaning, which she felt was demoralising, which is not. Because people have extremely successful cleaning businesses now, but back in my mum's era, it wasn't looked at as a successful occupation to make money, which is sad. I used to say to her, you do a great job. My God, Mum's house was spotless, was like sparkled like a diamond, beautiful. We've all inherited that too. That's how we run our homes. Let me look at my father's money story. So we've got Mum who come down thinking everybody was up themselves if they had money. So they were just, they just thought they were better than everybody else, which is not true. Without people in the world who are, I can't say that word, you know what I'm going to say, can't say it, someone say it for me, who donate all the money to people. Amazing. Taylor Swift is an example. Amazing girl, donates so much money that she makes so much, huge amounts of money. Without people like her in the world, where would we be? She's not up herself. She's beautiful. Of course, there's some people that are wealthy that just aren't nice people, but they'd be just not nice people anyway. But, it's a judgment that she has brought down, that people who've got money are up themselves, which they're not. They're not. They could be the most beautiful, kindest people in the whole wide world. and then getting ripped off. Well, obviously that's come down from her mother and father. I don't know what's happened there. So my dad is complete opposite. Complete opposite. My dad was a gambler. Okay, so you've got the wife who thinks she's going to get ripped off, and then she marries the guy who's a gambler. Okay, so he takes unnecessary risks. He liked horse racing, and he was into harness racing, and he was a gambler. So you've got two. So you need to look at your partner. If you've got a partner, what's your partner run? Okay, and if they're the gambler, you've got to keep a real tight look on them. Because that'll affect your abundance. So when you're in connection with someone else in your abundance, you've got two fields of energy working together. Okay? Jessie dropped out of uni, put herself through TAFE, and now runs a business. Hard work pays off. Anyone can do it. Yes, excellent. Let's add another layer to it, Jessie. Easy money. That's something. That's a real rhyme thing. Work hard. Jessie's related to me. It's a real rhyme thing. Let's work hard. I've always been hard workers, Rhymes. That's my maiden name. Very hard worker. Why does it always have to be hard? Why can't there be easier things? And as I said, I was talking about my business. I was a nurse, got the wage, great. But when you're on a wage, that's when you come into being tight, because it doesn't stretch any further than what you get. And this day and age, you don't know what your SEC bill is going to be. You don't know what your water bill is going to be. And if you've only got that, that's where it's really hard now. Because years ago you could manage it, but now it's the unknown. The insurances have gone up. Everything, the cost of living. Do you know what I'm saying? And I totally understand it being tight, because I've run that one as well. Okay. I've done so much work on money mindset, and I love to help you. So with the spiritual business, I've gone into a business where a lot of people have a mindset that think I should do everything for nothing, because it's the spiritual thing to do. But at the end of the day, I have to pay my rent, I have to pay my water, I have to pay my staff, I have to pay to produce a card deck, a meditation CD, whatever I'm doing. I'm a spiritual person. I love angels. But, you know, at the end of the day, a part of abundance is wealth, especially if you've got a spiritual business. Who's got a spiritual business here that can relate to that? You know? So I had to look at alternative avenues for income. And I have a lot of alternative incomes that I've set up within my spiritual business, and that's why it's been successful. It really has. Because I've had my apps. So that's an alternative stream of income. I've had my retail store. I've had my Oracle cards. I've had my readings. I do affiliate marketing. If you don't know what that is, I used to send emails out to promote a astrology product, because that was something that interested me. And I got money in through that. When people bought the product, I got a small commission. So it's about layering your wealth. It's not about making it harder. It's not about going out and getting 2 or 3 jobs. It's about how can we do it easily to bring more money into our life, to make it easier. Connect with your angels so that I can make your life easier and more prosperous. As I said, your wealth it's an integral part of abundance. And whatever you're manifesting, you know, you might say, well, it's not really, but are you manifesting a new house? You need the wealth to buy it. You're manifesting a new car, you need the wealth to buy it. You know, you want your business to expand, you need to invest in yourself, you need to invest in your business. That's all to do with your wealth. So it's underpinning. It's underpinning. Said all that. Has anyone got any questions about it? Has anyone got a money issue that can you identify something your mother and father run? Really look at your mother and father and see what money blocks they run. They're called money blocks. Do you think it's impossible to make a certain amount of money? Are there any millionaires in your family? Have a look at that. Are there any millionaires in the family? Tell me if you've got a millionaire in your family. There's only 4 people here. Everybody's dropped off. See, they'll be frightened of me talking about it. Anyway, I've got something that I want to share with you. I'm going to put the link in to the comments. It's about a side, they call them side hustles now. It's a bit of a new agey sort of thing. Alternative revenue streams is what we used to call them. The new age thing is saying it's a side hustle. And it's this amazing company. And what I like about it is none I know of. Of your mother and father, oh God, yes, you need to sit down with pen and paper, Teresa. There'll be 100 on each side. I'm telling you, you were, what, yeah, was there money in the house? Who ran the money? Who paid the bills? Who was in charge? Oh my God, so many things. Did you have enough? Were you millionaires? Were you broke? Were you battlers? What'd your dad just say? Oh, we're battlers. Aussie battlers. Yeah, we're battlers. He's not going to say, oh, we're rich as hell. If he did, that's great. Did you come up with wealth? Were you brought up with wealth? Did you go to the private school? What did you see about money? What's the money story that runs in the family? So interesting. Love it. I'm just going to put this link in for this amazing side hustle that I've come across. I'm actually very excited about it. I'm excited for anyone who wants to have a look at it. You just join this group and have a look at some of the videos in there. I'm not into pressuring people at any point in time. You have to be ready, you have to be willing, you have to do, your bit of research on it, watch some videos and see if it's a fit for you. I think it's amazing because it not only is an easy way to bring in extra money, so to loosen the tightness around money, stop the feelings of being broke. It pays on 5 different levels. You don't have to buy products, but the really good thing that I love about this is that there are health products in this company that you can buy at wholesale prices. So your health and your wealth. So this is all about health and wealth, but you don't have to push products, which a lot of companies have done before. And it's easy to set yourself up, even if you don't want to promote like I do and talk about it like I do. You can just set your 3 places up and then wait for overfill, and eventually, like even in 12 months, you will start to get people coming in under you and you'll get paid a commission. So it's really easy. It's low investment. There's no great big outlay. And it's easy to unsubscribe to it if you don't want to do it. So, I like those sorts of things. When life gives you, oh, that's what I've just written there. Yeah, that's right. That's a beautiful thing I heard today. This is a beautiful thing I read this morning. I wrote it down. I thought it was amazing. When life gives you 1,000,000 reasons to cry, show her that you have 2,000,000 reasons to smile. Okay? Fantastic. Now, anyone else got anything to say about their money story, their mum and dad's money story? Is it all too hard? You don't want to hear about it? I'm here to help. I've taught this type of stuff. I've run a course called the Money Attraction Program. I'm not running it at the moment, but I have run it in the past. And it was amazing. So let me know if you, and the information's there if you'd like to join that group. There's a few things about this that I'm really, really liking. Number one is who I'm in with is extremely spiritual. It seems to be a very spiritual community. So you will get 1, an avenue to bring in extra money. 2, a spiritual community, a new spiritual community with really great people from what I can see. 3, wholesale products if and when you want to look at them. They've also gone into skincare and it's going to expand. They're expanding quicker than Netflix and Amazon did. Amazing. The other thing is that Laura, who I'm under, she's actually does very similar work to me, has very similar business to me, is also, once you become an affiliate, if you choose to do so, it doesn't cost much to do it. She's taking people into another group, and that's where they're doing mindset coaching, business coaching. So if you've got a business, this is going to help you, because all of this coaching, I tell you, I've paid thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars for mindset coaching and business coaching. So this, you get it all for free. It's a $9.95 subscription. You pay a small amount, $49 US, to become an affiliate. You need to be an affiliate to get the income stream coming in once you've set it up. But it's really great. Positive people. I really am loving it. And it's giving more and more and more all the time. So the link is in the description and up the top as well. I think I do a bit of both, what mum and dad do with money. Dad makes it, mum pays bills, etc. I do both. Yeah, but what sort of things around money, Jessie, do your mum and dad run? You know? Like, what was their programming around? How do they talk about money? How do they talk about money? What are the words they use when they describe money and finances? Have a think about the words, because then, or have a think about what you do, because it'll come back to one of them. And they do the best they can. I know. Everybody does the best they can. Who'd like a free card? Just like and share the stream and I will do some free cards for you. Let's look at what we need to do around our abundance, shall we? Let's have a look at that. Let's have a look at what we need to do in 2025 to do with our abundance. Let's see what the angels say to us. Just tell me you've shared and I'll do some, do a few quick cards because I've got to go off. I've got a call at 3:30, so, which is really lovely. I'm excited about this call that's coming. Who would like a card? Let me know in the comments. Please share it and come back and tell me you've shared. If you're on the replay, I'm sorry I don't do cards for people who are on the replay, but the information I hope is helpful. Let me know if you're interested in this side hustle. You can just click the link and go through there. The instructions are in the comments. Dad always says we are broke, hello, and can't afford it. Another thing, I can't afford that. Mum ran that too. And I always say I can't afford it and I have to stop myself. If that's what you mean. Yes, you do. You have to look at that. So when you're running a I can't afford it thing and you go to the shops and you go, I can't afford that, I can't afford that, I would flip that with, I would love that. I would love that. Just change it somehow, because it's all these neural pathways that would come down with, and he's conditioned you. He doesn't mean to. It come from his parents. Yeah, but just say, I'd love that and I'll have it one day. I love that and I'll have it one day. So just listen to yourself, think, and listen to the things that come out of your mouth and just flip it around with something positive. I love that and I'm going to have it one day. I'm great. Thank you, Paulette. How are you, darling? Hello, Jessica. How are you, love? So Jessica shared. So we're looking at abundance and what we can do to assist it this year. Why my card's upside down, peoples? This is for Jessica. Special blessings coming to you this year with your abundance, Jessica. So that's very, very exciting. It's on top for everybody to see. So, you know, that means, you know, you might buy something lovely and new. It's a beautiful blessing. So just keep working on ways to improve your abundance. That's great. Thank you, Paulette. This is for Paulette. How can Paulette work on her abundance this year, angels? This is goddess work's going to help you with your abundance, Paulette. So this is connecting to the moon, working with the goddesses, and which I'm not sure whether you're interested in that. Looking at the moon cycles, moon energy, maybe astrology, something like that could be really, really great for you to look at this year. Yeah, so that the moon is going to light your way and protect you on your way. So that's very, very interesting. Anything to do with females, anything to do with, you know, Archangel Gabriel, working with the angels, especially Archangel Gabriel, moon cycles, astrology, anything like that could be really amazing for you to look at. Meditating under the moon, especially the new moon, looking at angel altar work at the new moons this year would be very helpful for your abundance. Teresa, how can Teresa assist her abundance this year? So working on your health, in the area of health this year for you. So working with Archangel Raphael. I know that you've got my CDs, Teresa, and you're very, very good on that, working with Archangel Raphael. Seeing yourself surrounded in beautiful green and gold light every day is very, very good. So there's healing for you this year, Teresa, and that's very much a focus for you. If you need to bring more wealth in so that you can do more for your health, that's a great thing as well. So with, as I said, with that program, they've got wholesale products which are great for health. So any way that you can work on your health this year, it's going to be a good year to work on your health, which is great. Natalie McBain, hello beautiful Natalie, here's a card for you. They're upside down again, love of God. Well, you've got happiness awaits. So happiness is the area you need to work on in your abundance this year. Happiness is a choice. Okay, so if you get up and you feel miserable, do something to change it. Go for a walk. Do something that's, get out in the sunshine. Sunshine is very important, that vitamin D. So the area of your abundance this year is working on happiness and what brings you happiness. It's great to have something to look forward to if you feel a little housebound. So set a date in the diary, you know, at least once a month, coffee with a friend, movie with your partner, whatever you've got in your life. I don't know, but just make sure that you've got things to look forward to. So happiness is the area you need to work on this year. Jessie Ryan, my beautiful Jessie. What area do you need to work on? Jessie, you need to look at your flow of money. So this is like, I know it's just to break the silence, but it's also about water and how water can flow. So they are telling me to look at your flow. So when you look at your flow of money, of abundance, when you go into meditation, look at it like a river and just see where there's, you know, blockages, like there could be a big log across. Get the angels to move that out of the road. Make sure the water's nice and clear and that everything can flow into you effortlessly. Okay, so it's your flow that you need to look at, your flow of income. Maybe your money is stop, start, depending on your work, of course. How do we change that so that we've got a beautiful flow that's continuous and not such always focused on hard work? You're welcome. You're welcome. Yes, you can. Hello there, Alice. This is Alice. What area of abundance does she need to work on this year, angels? You actually, this we didn't ask a yes, no, maybe question, and this is not negative. This is very, very good. You actually need to look at how you protect your abundance. So how do you protect yourself? Because that will affect your health. How do you protect your money? Where have you got it situated? Is it in the right places? How do you, well, protecting yourself is also about your happiness. So you might be an overgiver. And love, also about protection. So protection is very, very important for your abundance this year. And don't forget, it doesn't have to be, you can use black stones, which are really great for your protection. But I would actually up the ante and use gold and use like a sparkling mesh around you, Alice, every day, because it will be very protective, but it'll sparkle and it'll also attract more money to you. So yeah, Jessie, it's stop starts. We need to get a better flow for you. So yes, so protecting yourself is extremely important for 2025. I'd be using gold. It's the angel's color. It's high vibration. You'll attract more money and you'll be more protected with using the color gold. Natalie says, oh, thank you. It's accurate. You're welcome. Jessie says her flow is stop start. So there you go. So we need to have better flow. So there's no one else here on the live at the moment. So I do have a call at 3:30 and someone's also tried to ring me. So I hope that it wasn't all babble, but I love to talk about this because I've worked through so much and I'm still working on things in my life to do with my money. And you wouldn't think that two siblings like 12 months apart could have such different money outcomes in their life, would you? Yeah. But, you know, and took the same training, same course of study, but, yeah, married different partners. So look at what your partner runs. Look at what your partner's mum and dad ran. If you can get them to have a look at it, it's so, so important. I mean, I've got holy socks of my husband's. They go in the bin. You don't encourage, say stop being a povo. How can I be more abundant if you're running this poverty mentality? One of the biggest things, I'll tell you that you won't connect to being abundant, is being able to ask for help. My husband does not ask people for help. Hello, Anusha. How are you, darling? So it is a money mindset thing, not an abundance mindset, not being able to ask for help. Okay? If you cannot ask someone for help, you cannot return. You cannot receive in return. Okay? He's very much, his mother runs that. The most beautiful people God ever put wind into. But they are overgivers. Overgivers. They'll give their time, they'll give their money, they'll give everything to other people, but they will never ask anyone to help them. And it's a very big money block, not being able to ask for help. So he wouldn't ask his spirit friends for help because he just doesn't. He doesn't ask for help. I keep saying to him, you need to ask for help if you can't ask for help. And stop wearing holy socks. I'm throwing them out. We're not that broke that you can't afford another pair of socks from Kmart. For the love of God, stop it. Hello, Dee. How are you? So, very interesting. The mind is so powerful. Let me leave you with this. If you're tired of being broke, you struggle with asking for help. And another thing is not being able to receive. So that can come down to not being able to receive compliments. This is all about your flow, Jessie. It has to be balanced. You would love to help anyone who asked you for help, but you can't go and ask someone else to help. I'm looking at getting my garden looked after. I've got some things I'm going away for. And I asked him to ask because he's a gardener. He's got a little guy that does gardening. I said, well, we'll get him to come and do it. He goes, I can't do that. I said, why not? I said, we'll pay him. He goes, but he started his own business. I said, do you not think that's what he would like you to do? But he doesn't want to do it because we'd be asking someone to help us. I'm willing to pay. Oh, my God. So your partner is in your energy field. You have to look at it. I was going to say something else as well. Not being able to receive. If you go out with your girlfriend and you're the one that always wants to pay for the coffee. And she goes, oh, I'm getting it this time. You go, I used to nearly have an anxiety attack when someone said that they'd pay for the coffee. Seriously. I go, I'll do it. They go, you were taking away that person's ability to gift you. You have to learn to say thank you and let the person buy you the coffee. This is basic stuff in abundance. If you can't ask for help and you can't receive from someone else who wants to buy you a cup of coffee, because you're the one that has to buy the coffee. Well, no, you're not, because you're taking away that person's gift to you. Oh my God, yes. Holy socks brings out holiness. Can be holy. And I'll tell you why you've written that, Paulette, and you don't even know. Because he runs a martyr mentality. He's got a strong martyr archetype. So he wants to do everything for everybody, even if it's at his own detriment. So being holy is great. It can be, holy as in, spiritual. But also being holy can be to his detriment because he runs a martyr archetype. Jessie, honey, here you go. So the next time your mum would like to pay something for you, you say, thank you, mum, that would be wonderful. Okay? Because I'm sure you pay for things for her all the time. Don't take away her gift. And the flow for you is about being able to ask for help and about receiving from other people. Yeah, it's a very martyry type of thing. I have to be the one that pays for everything. I have to be the one that helps everybody else. My husband's mother runs it. She's in multiple volunteer positions, but she will never ask anyone to help her. She's 87 and she's running half of Kyabram around to doctor's appointments. But she would never, ever ask anyone to run her to a doctor's appointment. So that's, you know, there's different things, like there's mindset, but then we're going into archetypal type things. There's strong archetypes. I have a very strong nun archetype, okay? Yes, it's a very strong one. And I have a strong nun archetype. And there's good and bad in my archetypes, is right. The nun is very caring and very giving, and she's not quite a martyr, but she's also there for other people. But she's broke. She has no money because she took a vow of poverty. This is all about Saint Teresa. You know, she was a nun. I have a strong, and I love my nun, but she really, I've had to work on her so much. Thank you, Jessie. Because she keeps me broke. Hello? Why did I choose nursing? Yes, it sits with my nun archetype, okay? Very beautifully. Caring, kind, compassionate. Why did I choose that? Because nurses don't accept any financial exchange. We get paid, yes, into our pay, but they're not like doctors. Doctors invoice you. Doctors charge you. Nursing is one of the very few occupations where there is no financial exchange. There's no money. There's no invoicing. There's nothing. There's no form of payment. Even if you do canteen duty, you're exchanging money. Nursing, there's none of that. So it's very nun orientated. So I've had to work on my nun. I love her. She's a part of me. You know, I love her, but she has kept, for years I've worked on her because she's a part of me, but she doesn't have to keep me broke anymore, because this lifetime, I've been a nun many times, without a doubt. I can do meditations and I find myself. I know I have been. But this time I chose to be a mother. So this time I am not a nun now. I might dress like a nun because my mother did that. She enforced that we weren't pretty much neck to neck. My younger sisters, who were 15 years younger, were allowed to wear bikinis. We nearly had to bloody put a plastic bag from head to toe to go swimming. We don't, Sharon and I, particularly 12 months apart, we don't like things to see through. We cover up, that type of thing. It was all from Mum, what she inground in us. It's also my nun as well, and I acknowledge that. So you have to, there's two sides of archetypes, there's positive and negative. So, you know, the gambler is an archetype. So in that, the negative is that you gamble away your money. The positive is that you can take a risk. And you're not frightened, sorry, I'm just having a cough. You're not frightened to take a risk. There's positive and negative in archetypes. So when you look at your life, look at yourself, you know, there's so much work I've done, I can't tell you. Yeah, it's all important work to help us be more prosperous. And the nun was broke. She didn't have a cent to her name. It's true. So there you go.